This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated's newsletter, Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter for November 15, 2024. This being Volume 28, Number 21 of the 28th year of publication of the source for the insurance fraud professional. Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter continues in its 28th year publication dedicated to those involved in reducing the effect of insurance fraud. ZIFL is published 24 times a year by Claim School and is written by me. It is provided free to anyone who visits the site at the link provided, and this issue contains the following articles about insurance fraud. First, insurance fraud required a doctor to lose his license because of sexual misconduct, fraud, bribery, and unnecessary surgery that ended up causing his license to be revoked. Luis Quartararo appealed from an August 22, 2022 final agency decision of the State Board of Medical Examiners revoking his license to practice medicine and surgery in New Jersey. The Superior Court of New Jersey, in the matter of the suspension or revocation of the license of Luis Quartararo, MD, the Superior Court of New Jersey Appellate Division on October 31, 2024, affirmed the revocation. Next is an article that explains why it pays an insurer's defendants to investigate insurance claims thoroughly. In Chris Kallco versus Melissa Lynn Pugh and Citizens Insurance Company of the Midwest, the Court of Appeals of Michigan on October 30, 2024, affirmed the trial court's decision to avoid coverage. Then there's more on McClenny, Moseley Associates issues, where we provide ZIFL's 37th installment of the saga of McClenny, Moseley Associates and its problems with the federal courts in the state of Louisiana, and what appears to be an effort to profit from what some magistrate and district judges may be criminal conduct to profit from insurance claims relating to hurricane damage to the public of Louisiana. The FBI is, in its own way, slowly investigating the potential of crimes. We will keep following the issues. Then there's the list of health insurance fraud convictions, starting with a pharmacist and his brother was convicted of a $15 million Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurance fraud scheme where Rod Kuza, a pharmacist in Wayne County, Michigan, and his brother Ramesh Kuza of Oakland County, Michigan, billed Medicare, Medicaid, and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan for prescription medications that they did not dispense at pharmacies they owned or operated in Michigan. A federal jury convicted the pharmacy owner and his brother on November 8, 2024, for conspiracy to commit health care and wire fraud. Next, there is an article on indicators of bad faith setups where a plaintiff will make an offer that an insurer cannot accept with a very short string and then claim the denial of the claim was in bad faith. Some of the more common red flags of a bad faith setup include the claimant makes a policy, limits settlement demand quickly after an accident, thereby depriving the insurer of the ability to conduct a full investigation. 2, quick demands that are combined with a limited amount of time to accept, again in the hope that records cannot be obtained and the investigation cannot be completed within the limited time period. and the settlement will be refused. 3, the claimant makes a settlement offer with one or more unusual acceptance conditions. And 4, the involvement of the claimant's counsel predates certain medical or psychiatric care, that is, testing and treatment of alleged mild traumatic brain injury, and many, many more in the article in the blog posting. Then there are listed convictions of other than health care insurance fraud, which include a case where the star in a reality TV series pleads guilty to crop insurance fraud. Steve A. McBee, 52, waived his right to a grand jury and pleaded guilty to federal information that charged him with 1 count of federal insurance fraud on his crop insurer. McBee, a Missouri farmer who appears in a reality TV show about his family's farming operation, pleaded guilty to a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme involving federal crop insurance benefits. You can read the full article and all the other claims of fraud at the blog. Finally, there is an article about chutzpah, where Stoley fraudster claims hardship and a felon seeks release from home confinement in his luxury apartment in New York City. The court, finding that an insurance fraud is a serious crime, especially when it takes advantage of the elderly to defraud insurers, is a stranger originated life insurance scheme. In United States of America versus Michael Bundy, the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York on November 4, 2024, allowed the defendant to use his wealth that he gained from his fraud to impose on the courts of the United States with frivolous and unfounded motions and an order that he stay in his home confinement in his luxury apartment in the west side of New York until his full sentence has been finished. This video was adapted from my blog, Zalma on Insurance, which is available free to anyone who clicks on the URL zalma.com/blog. And you will also gain access to the more than 4,900 blog postings. You can also subscribe to the videos on rumble.com and youtube.com. And if you do, I'd appreciate it if you click on the like button for YouTube and the thumbs up button on rumble.com. And if you're interested in further detail about insurance, insurance claims, insurance law, and insurance fraud, please consider subscribing for a very small fee to my Substack publication. Thank you for your attention.